Cowboy poetry is an art form that finds its roots in the remote cow camps and wilderness ranches of the Old West. Back when they really never had any true form of entertainment other than to sit around the campfire at night and tell stories. Well, those stories turned into poems. Eventually, some of those poems turned into songs. One such song by an old cowboy out of Arizona by the name of Gale Gardner is called the Sierra Peaks, and it goes like this. Way up high in the Sierra Peaks where the yellowjack pines grow tall, old Sandy Bob and Buster Jiggs had a roundup camp last fall. Well, they'd taken their ponies and their running irons and maybe a dog or two, and they allowed that round every long-eared calf that would come within their view. So every long-eared doggie that didn't bush up by day had his long ears whittled and his old hide scorched in a most artistic way. Well, Sandy Bob said one fine day as he throwed his cigar down, "I'm tired of the smell of this burning hair and allows them a going to town." Well, they mounted up and they struck 'em low, and how them boys could ride. Well, them was the days when an old cowpoke could aisle up his insides. Well, they started out of the Kentucky bar at the head of Whiskey Row, and they ended up in the depot house some 40 drinks below. Well, they turned around and they set 'em up and they headed the other way, and I swear it was a godforsaken truth, them boys got drunk that day. Well, they mounted up and they headed for camp, packing a pretty good load, when who should they meet but the devil himself come prancing down the road. That devil says, "You cowboy skunks, you better hunt your holes, 'cause I'm the devil from hell's rim rock, come together in your souls." Sandy Bob said, "Devil be damned. We may be a little bit tight, but you ain't gonna gather no cowboy souls without one hell of a fight." Well, Sandy Bob punched a hole in his rope and he throwed it straight and true, and he lapped that devil around both his horns and he took up a dally or two. Well, Buster Jiggs was a riata man with his gut line coiled up neat, and he shook it out and built him a loop and lacered that devil's hind feet. Well, they stretched him out and they tailed him down as the irons was getting hot, and they cropped and swallowed forked his ears and then branded him up a lot. Then they pruned him up with a dehorn and saw and tied him to a blackjack oak, but before they left they tied his tail in knots just for a joke. So if you're ever up high in the Sierra Peaks and you hear one hell of a wail, it's just that devil a-bellerin' about them knots tied in his tail.